Sisters with men.
Hey, happy Friday. Feliz Viernes. Welcome to the first episode of Ladies Night Radio Show. Woo! Give myself a round of applause. Hold on. Wait a minute. There we go. It's your girl, Mysterious Jack, is coming to you live from the Good News Radio Station. Damn, that feels good. It's been a minute since I was able to say that. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Real quick, I had to write something down because I will forget, but I definitely wanted, before I start the show, I just want to acknowledge and appreciate this moment. This is a big deal for me because I've always wanted to be on radio, and it's finally happening. Somebody is crazy enough to give me a mic, y'all. I'm just saying. Just saying. It is the first episode of my very own show, and I feel really grateful for this opportunity, and it wouldn't be possible without recognizing the person who had a pretty big part in making all this happen. And I wrote this down because anytime I talk about him, I get really emotional and I can go on and on and on and on just because he's an amazing, amazing individual. So I wrote it down so I kept it straight to the point. For those of you who don't know, Keith Good News is the creator and visionary of the Good News Radio, which started as a vision for his own show has grown now to an independent radio station, and I'm so honored to have been part of the journey, which has now led me here at hosting my own show. So thank you, Keith, for continuing to believe in me and supporting me as a friend. I appreciate you so much. And he's actually here in the studio, so do you want to get on the mic and talk to my listeners? No? He said no.
No.
He said, no, girl, you on your own. Well, he's here, of course, where else would he be, but here by your girl's side, supporting and being a true friend. So yeah, I also want to recognize the rest of the Good News family, DJ Dash, the official DJ of the Good News, Rob, Kevin, K Cannon. I'm so used to having them here in the studio, so it's a little weird being here by myself, but I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. You've each and every taught me something to take to the show. And of course, it wouldn't be doing my job if I don't recognize and shout out the rest of the shows here on the station. Because if you don't like my show, that's okay. My feelings will not be hurt. But there's so many other shows you can listen to here on the Good News Radio Station. That's right. Starting from Monday mornings with your boy Keith Good News. You got Brunch with Bessies coming all the way from Milwaukee. Never Not Extra. Courtside Radio. Touchdown and Tangent. Straight to the League. All the way from Pittsburgh. We have The Initiative with your girl Jasmine, who holds it down in the studio by herself, just like Keith. The Get Right, of course, and Chill Will Radio. So shout out to all of you, and thank you for being part of the Good News family. I really appreciate all of you, and I'm taking all of you guys in with me in the show of mine right now. So yeah, I'm excited. All right. So with all that said, I'm excited to introduce to you the person who's going to be sharing this journey with me, my lovely co-host, the smart, the beautiful, and very outspoken and very tall, Mari on the mic. Say what's up, Mari.
Hey, y'all. I am Mari, or Mari on the mic. I am so excited to be here with y'all. So excited to be on this journey with Jackie. Just seeing her become such a big part of this movement that the Good News Radio started. I am just ecstatic to be here to share my voice and to see what fun we can get into on Friday nights.
Oh, yeah. Friday nights is going to be a whole new type of night because we're on the radio. Yes. They gave us a mic, girl. What is wrong with that?
I don't know. I don't know if they're ready. I don't know if they're...
I don't think they know what they did when they gave us mics. Like, we're very both outspoken people.
We are, yes.
So, yeah. Shout out to us. Okay? That's right. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our first segment. I couldn't think of a name, so I ended up calling it Story Time. Yeah. So it's going to be called Story Time for now until we figure out a new name for it. But pretty much the segment is going to be, we're going to share a story either about our personal life or something that's going on in the news or just something that we read in an article and we want to talk about it. It's just like a quick story.
Yes.
But today is November 2nd. Which is Dia de los Muertos, which a lot of Mexicans know about this, and a lot of other people also know about this. It's also known as the Day of the Dead. Some of you might know what that means, especially if you watched the movie Coco. Shout out to them.
Latinos.
They did an amazing job showing what Dia de los Muertos is, I think.
Yes, and like how important it is or what we do or traditions.
Exactly. And so the holiday begins October 31st and up to November 2nd. But today's like official day of Dia de los Muertos. This holiday focuses on getting family and friends to pray for and remember those close to us who have passed away and to help support their spiritual journey. It's a celebration of their life. I wanted to make sure I got that information, so I did look it up. I wrote it down.
So now you know if you didn't know.
Yeah. So pretty much it's celebrating the people that we've lost and that just celebrating their life and then sharing their stories to the youth so that their spirit continues to live amongst us and stuff like that. So I know that I saw at the big house they made an altar, which is also called an ofrenda.
Right. So just background check. Big house is actually what we call one of our family's houses. But yes, this year somebody took the initiative and we created an ofrenda with, of course, pictures of our loved ones that have passed and then things on there as well.
Yeah. So the things that you put on an altar is it's really colorful. You put flowers, usually marigold flowers, and then the frame, the pictures, and then you put their favorite food, their favorite drink. So like if I was to pass away, you guys would probably put some like whiskey or tequila. Yes. Knock on wood. It doesn't happen anytime soon.
But we'll bring you that. Don't worry.
And you bring like their favorite drink, their food and stuff, or just like gifts or objects that remind you of them, and you put it on there in the altar, and you just kind of remember it. So when people come visit the altar, like they'll, especially the kids, they'll like, get to get a feel of who they are and stuff. Another thing that they do is that you can go to the grave site, visit them at their grave, clean it, bring them flowers, bring them gifts. A lot of people I've seen bring like their chairs and they have like a day about it. They have blankets, they play music, and they just hang out at the graveyard.
Yeah, so it's not like a scary thing. It's not like Halloween scary nights.
No. And what's also cool is they have it here, I think, in the Hollywood Cemetery. They go all out. Yeah. They have like altars everywhere, and people take time and really get down and like, so if you've never been, Google it, find out when the next event is. I'm trying to go this week, and hopefully it's still going on. And just go take a look. You would not be disappointed. It's so beautiful, and it's so nice. And usually they have like mariachi music going on.
I know Olvera Street does it. So for y'all that are more in downtown LA, by Olvera Street or the station, there's always events going on. So be a part of it. Get to know the culture. Get to know your loved ones.
Yes. So the reason I bring that up is the story that I want to share. It's about my grandmother.
Oh, gosh.
Who just...
Here we go.
Because you know the story, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So my grandmother just passed away this year, and she, my mom's mom. And so I'm going to be honoring her as well as my other grandparents from my dad's side. But I wanted to share a story about my grandmother because I just learned this about a year ago from my grandma. So get this. We were sitting in her living room, and we were talking to her, and my sister, I think, was the one that asked, Anna. And she was like, Mama Nina, like, how did you and Papa Jose meet? Like, we love hearing love stories. We love hearing how people met and how they got together.
The romance. The telenovela.
So we're ready for a story. We got, like, we're ready.
Something romantic.
Tell me why I'm so disappointed in this story.
It wasn't a love story?
We can laugh now. I'm telling you, we can laugh now. But back then, I'm sure it was scary. So let me, okay. I'm sure I don't have all the details ready or all right, but this is how I took it from when she told me. So she is about 15 years old. She is the youngest. They're in Mexico, by the way. Okay. She's walking home with her sisters from the plaza. So she's walking. They're having either probably a great time, girls' night, and they were whatever, walking home. All of a sudden, she said that there was this man, which is my grandfather, and to me in the story, he was on a horse. Okay,
so you're
he's
like
on the horse.
Imagining this guy.
Yeah, well, because I can't remember all the details because you guys know I have like the worst memory. But in my story, he's on a horse, and he sees my grandmother, and he's like, "Wow, she is beautiful. She has that dark curly hair. Like I need to get to know her, right?" So he starts trotting in his horse towards my grandmother
with swagger,
with the swag, swag, and he goes up to her, and so I'm listening to the story. She's the one telling it. And so the next thing I know, she says that he tries to grab her on the horse and pick her up and like take her onto the horse. Pretty much kidnap my grandmother. So my grandfather tried to kidnap.
It's a Law and Order episode.
My grandmother. Right. I'm like, what? My mind is blown right now. I was like, what? And I was like, Grandpa, you really did that? And all he did was just laugh, like, haha, like whatever. Like it was like a funny
story. It was like, you're welcome.
Right. And I was like, you tried to kidnap my grandmother. But luckily, my grandmother, who's a fighter and a strong woman, she fought him off as well as her sisters, and they got away and they, got home. I don't know if it was the same day or like a few days later, a week. He found out where she lived. And right,
Law and Order,
right, Law and Order, stalker, And he goes to the house, and this time he finally does it the right way. And he asks if he can court my grandmother.
Okay, so the chase.
The chase. But get this, my grandfather was like 5 years older than her. So she was 15, he was 20. I mean, that's kind of how it was back in the days in Mexico. But like, he finally went up there and he asked if he could court her. And I guess she was down. I guess, I don't know.
She said, okay, you're worth it.
Yeah, all right. and they ended up courting. I don't know for how long. I'm sure it wasn't more than like 6 months. Because back then, you like someone to marry them quick.
It was done.
And sure enough, they went and they got married. And that's their story. They had 9 kids. And then my mom's their second oldest. I'm the 5th of like them. So
like, there you go, ladies.
That's
Get
my
kidnapped.
Story. Now you understand why I am the way I am.
Yes, we're getting there to like the genesis of who you
I'm
are.
so crazy and so like what?
You got a little bit of your grandpa in you. You're gonna snatch people up.
I want you. Come here. I need a horse. That's what I need.
Yes.
I'm gonna get me.
You gotta get with a little swagger. You gotta do the
swagger.
little step.
I'm gonna wear this gold jacket too on the horse. Like what?
Everybody want to ride.
Whoa.
On the horse, y'all. On the horse.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. My producers over here telling me to wrap it up. Oh,
she likes doing this too much, though. She likes doing this way too much.
We're not at Saddle Ranch. You better
right?
put that finger down. Oh, but really quick, I almost forgot. I just found out this year too at my grandma's funeral that my last name on my mom's side is not really my last name.
What?
Yeah.
Secretos,
the family secrets. So apparently they changed our last name because my great grandfather's brother was killed by the government because back then he was like fighting against the government. So I don't want to say too much in case they're still looking for us, but I know this was like years and years ago. So they left, they fled, they changed their name, and so I just found out my last name is not my last name. And I don't know if you guys know this, but also, I went 18 years spelling my first name incorrectly. So I have like identity issues. Yeah, there's no wonder I have so many personalities.
Like, switch it up for
what?
You. Gotta leave a blank in your birth certificate.
But that's for another day. I'm gonna tell you guys about that story another day. So yeah,
we need answers.
We need answers. I mean, what button is weird? That was perfect. I didn't know that was perfect. All right. So on to the next segment because my producer's gonna kill me. She got the evil eye over here.
Yeah, she's strong.
We have a segment called Game Time. That's right. And my favorite type of game? Drinking games.
Drinking. We can't go wrong.
Hey, thank you, Keith. You put up our logo on the website. So if you're on the app, make sure you guys tune in.
Yes,
I don't even know if we got some chatters. Oh, we do got some chatters, but I'm blind. Let me get closer to the screen.
Let me pull it up.
What, Keith? He did not eat the booty. Stop it. Oh, my God.
We just don't know. I think it's unconfirmed. We got an unconfirmed status.
I don't want to know if that.
Is that old school, though? Do they do that?
You think I don't want to know if he ate the butt.
You know what?
No.
Let's play this drinking game, and then I'll give you my opinions on whether or not he did it.
Shout out to DJ Dash for tuning in. Shout out to Chris from the Get Right. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. If you guys are hearing me, you guys can chat with us in our live box. Just hit that little squiggly box on the right side and chat with us, and I'll shout you guys out. All right, so drinking game. Back to the drinking game. Yeah.
Hey.
So quick shout out to my girls who are in the studio. We got Myra Fire Family here.
Hey,
I'm sorry, give me
Myra.
your government name. Sorry.
Woo-hoo. No social security numbers, though.
We
Don't worry.
We got Turtle in the house. Hi, Turtle. It's my drinking partner right there.
She's ready. She's ready.
Week.
Look, she's standing.
And Sue, my friend who is always on time. And yes, she's Caucasian.
We need her. We need her, though.
We need her.
She keeps us on track.
We love her. We love Sue. She's a dancing queen. And if you ever see her, tell her that Jackie said to do the splits because she can do the splits on command.
We did not know.
Just saying. My friends are so talented.
Yes. No alcohol needed, y'all. Just tell her.
What? Look at her. She's so red right now. Oh, put the camera on her. She's so red.
But she didn't say no.
She didn't say no.
She knows.
Okay. Shout out to Sue. All right. Drinking game. So who wants to play it? We need players. Come on. Come up to
the mic. Don't be scared. Don't be shy.
All right. Because I know you guys are scared. My friends are like really perfect. Thank you, Kosi. Thank you. Shout out to Kosi, the producer. Shout out to Kosi.
We needed her.
Applause for her. Let me go back to the effects. Yes, Kosi. All right. So the wait, come closer. Farfan, don't be scared. Come here. All right. So I love this drinking game. This drinking game is called Truth or Shots. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's what I should have done.
We need that little sound. Yes.
Truth or Shots, baby. Ow, Keith, I'm going to make you play too, though. All right. So he said, all right, he's down. So this game, pretty much, you're gonna pick a stick from this little cup, and you have to answer the question.
Okay.
Honestly and truthfully. Okay.
Or drink, right?
Or take the shot.
So if you're not a liar, you're a drinker.
Answer the question. It's way more fun that way.
It's way more fun. Although, if you want to just get a shot in for fun, you can skip one round.
Okay, so pick your. There's tequila and what Keith calls tequila, and then there's whiskey, and there's that's it. Oh, and that's it. Tequila and whiskey. All right, so Mari, you want to go first?
Yes, I will go first.
And just remember, all of our family is listening.
I know, that's what I'm scared of. My mom is listening. Sorry, Mom, no me vaya a escuchar. Please don't listen.
All right, you go first. So pick a stick. No, you can't look.
Oh man, I'd be a cheater sometimes.
I know. All right. See. So you have to say it on air. What's the question?
One thing you never want.
Wait, what?
Your parents to find out.
Oh.
So one thing you never want your parents to find out.
So now, are you going to answer the question or are you going to take a shot? Wait, where's her shot at?
Yeah, you guys, sorry.
No.
I got a cup, though. It's just not a shot.
You want a whiskey? That's the whiskey.
All right, man.
That's whiskey.
I'm going to take this just
All right,
for the
so
team.
you can answer the question or you can take the shot.
All right, one thing you never want your parents to find out. I guess, Mom, I'm so sorry, but as much as I was a good Catholic girl, I did manage to sneak out of the house multiple times, and I was never caught. So, next.
I want to know where you went.
Let's just say I was not 21 and going to 21 and over places.
Oh, okay. All right. I see you. All right. I don't know what other sound effects I got. Bruh. Okay. We'll do that one.
Just do that one. That's what my mom is thinking, like, bruh.
She's like, bruh.
Get your ass home.
Get your ass home. All right. Turtle, you're next. Turtle. You wanna say your hi to the people and give your name after the question, obviously. I mean, before the question. Go for it. So say your name and then say the question. Say hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Unmute her mic.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I have to unmute you. Where do I unmute her?
But you know what? I heard the little, like...
Just kidding, Turtle. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Turtle.
Can all of you hear each other? Other here. Okay. There we go.
We'll still pay you.
Thank
No,
God
just
for
kidding.
Keith. Man. Thank God for Keith.
It says, "What would you slap your best friend for $10,000?"
I said this before. It does not have to be 10,000, girl. It could be 10.
Wait.
Times are
say
tough.
their name. Just say
you got to pick the friend, too. We want to know.
We want to know the name that you're going to slap right now.
Is her name Jackie?
Oh.
It might be.
No.
She said, bitch, it might be.
You know what? You better give me some of that money and I'll let you slap me.
Yeah, we go 50-50. Slap me.
I'm good with 1,000. Just slap it over here. Let's go. All right. Farfan, you next, girl. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people.
What's your name? What's your name, girl?
Hi, my name's Maya.
You have to be in the mic. All right.
I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, wow. It's not anonymous anymore, girl. You got to read
What's
us
the
the
question?
Okay, so where is the strangest place you've ever woken up?
Ooh.
Strange being you don't know how you got there.
Uh-oh. Are you gonna
She's
say it
taking
or
too
are you?
long to think.
I know. I think that she's gonna
She got
want
a lot of 'em.
Hold on.
No,
Play
I
her
don't
some music.
have any strange places.
Go. Hey.
Hey.
I don't really have any strange places.
Stop it. Everybody does.
In a car?
Oh, wow.
Come on. Just take the shot. You know what? Take the
okay,
shot.
Just take it.
Hold
We
up.
gotta have like a 10-second rule. If it takes you longer than 10 seconds, it's a shot.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
And I'm counting fast. 10, 9, 8,
Okay.
7, 6.
I'll
Hey,
take the shot.
hey. Go. We're
I don't have
watching
strange
you.
places. Okay. This is a big shot.
Hey.
But she's not a liar, though.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. See? All right. It is Kosi's turn, the producer. Let's go, Kosi.
Burns.
Oh, hold on. I have to unmute you. Okay, you're good.
Okay, my question is, when was the last time you've had sex? It's been about 4 months.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she knew the
was
number
real
and
quick
everything.
after that.
For all of y'all listening. All
I'm so glad I didn't get that question.
right, don't worry. We're going to help her out.
So her name is Kosi. She's single. She's beautiful.
She
can
loves
cook.
long walks on the
Very
beach.
single.
She can cook. She
strong.
got a job.
She got a
She has a
job.
great
She has
personality.
a great
A
personality.
car.
Great
Y'all.
Boobs. The
car.
boobs are out tonight.
Yes,
boobs are
titties
really
are
out
out
tonight.
and they're good.
Meet us at Rush Street.
Young and ready.
Meet us at Rush Street in Culver City. Y'all. Meet
Yes,
us at
in
Rush
an
Street
hour, y'all. We'll
in
be
Culver
there.
City.
Yes.
So, real quick, I want to go back to the chat box. I see, Sandra, my sister's listening all the way from Michigan.
Yes,
Sending
Sandra.
love, little sister. Alex. Hi, Alex. I'm Adore. I see you. DJ Dash. I can't see what you're saying. I'm blind. Oh, damn. Don't be slamming on here. Keith, do I go up or down?
You can go anywhere you want.
Jackie.
I mean, it depends what you're talking about, though, Jackie.
Oh, my God. I didn't see all that, guys. I'm so sorry. Hi, everybody. Shout out to Sharika. I see you. Jessica Tate, I see you.
We have
Chris,
friends.
Oh my God, you guys are listening. I love it. Wait, what was the question?
Let
What
us
question?
know. Ask us things.
Chris, what question is it that you wanted to know? Whose? Was it Kosie's, Myra's, Turtles, or Maddie's? Whose question?
Who are you calling out?
Oh, Chris said the strangest place that he woke up was a rental car
Whose rental car?
during homecoming. Oh my God, he's talking about homecoming back at his college. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Wow, Chris, I want to.
That is not comfortable. We've
Chris,
all been there.
was somebody in the car with you? That's the
Oh.
real question.
Did you take that car? Were you in the passenger seat or the driver's seat?
And we got Kelvin in there. Hi, Kelvin. Hey. Okay. All right. So back to it. Oh, I almost forgot. I gotta
Yeah,
do one.
she's
I gotta
trying to
do
skip
one.
herself.
I know. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Are you what? Okay. Can I get another one?
No, no, girl, that's a shot automatically.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you down for a one night stand?
With who though? I think we
Dun,
should.
dun, dun.
Hold on.
Tell the truth.
Hold on.
Tell the truth.
Tell
The one night stand that never ends. Oh no, she's taking a shot.
All right, go back to
I'm only saying, what if it was a celebrity?
So she didn't say
Justin,
no.
Justin Timberlake? I mean, come on. Like,
Okay.
you
So
know?
now we're gonna talk about world news.
Oh my God. Shots. Damn. I mean, Sue, you want to be in here real quick? You want one? Shout out to my sister Maria who just came in. You know what, Maria?
Hey.
Get on the mic. Answer
Yes,
one question.
get on here, answer a question. Showing up with those nice red shoes and that black fit.
Ooh, my sister.
Angles.
I didn't know it was a video.
She dances and says she don't know
My
that it's a
family
video.
is so extra. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. We're just extra. But we're entertaining. We're fun. Hi, sister.
Hey, love. How are you?
I'm well. Look at me with my show and all.
I see you.
Doing
I'm over here
it.
taking pictures, and Keith is over here taking video. I hope
Hey.
I'm sucking it in as much as I could.
Stop it. You have 3 kids. You look great.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Grab a popsicle
you gotta
stick.
pick a stick, and you gotta either answer the question honestly, or you take a shot.
I just hope my kids aren't listening. I told them they were not allowed to listen today. You can support Tia Jackie, but just not today. Girls' night.
They probably are listening.
Why you have to do me like that?
You picked
Just you had to
it.
answer.
Say it. Say
I
it.
mean, good Lord. Your boyfriend or girlfriend,
Okay.
but in one set.
Wait, what?
Wait, what does it say? What's the
question?
the other side?
Flip it.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
okay,
forgot
okay,
there was
okay.
another
I just
side.
got here.
Yeah, and she needed a drink already.
Oh, can I have one, please?
Yes, yes.
No, I might have to take a
you
shot.
wanna give her this one?
Biggest lie you've ever told? Your boyfriend or your girlfriend?
So the biggest lie you've ever told your boyfriend or girlfriend or your husband, in your case.
Yeah. What's the biggest lie you? And
don't
if you
have
don't
to
want,
give the status.
if you don't want to tell us what was the biggest lie, you gotta take a drink.
Yeah, you have to take.
So you either
Or
take the
shot.
shot or you answer the question. God.
I didn't do it.
Why are you yelling?
Oh, well, that's what the teachers say at my school. That's
Oh,
my
I see.
natural voice. I didn't
didn't
do
say
it.
That's what the kids be saying. I didn't do
Yes,
it. You got caught
I work
red-handed.
from middle school.
Which one is hers? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna mute you. Where's 4? Muted. You out of here. Pa
Damn,
fuera.
fuera.
You are done.
She muted you, Thea. She muted you.
She really did mute me.
Yeah, you gotta find another mic.
Okay, but
Run to another
I
mic.
could still hear you.
I will unmute you if you bring it down. Bring it down. All right.
She's blowing on the microphone. I
One,
don't know what
two.
for.
One,
Alright.
two.
Don't start singing
Am I
now.
blowing your ears out?
A little bit.
No. Okay.
No.
All right.
Karaoke? No, don't smile. Never mind.
Just answer the question or take a shot.
I prefer to drink.
Oh, wow. Hey.
And Tay Tay, don't you say nothing online.
We need comments.
Hey.
Tell us the truth.
I'm gonna have to mute her. I'm sorry, guys, because she is extra loud. So Alex on our chat box, she said that Jason, her boyfriend, woke up by a trash can. So
Damn.
Damn.
As long as it was their trash can.
let's see. Oh my God, I can't even keep up with all these comments. Shout out to Raina who's on there. Shout out to Raina. Tay Tay, I see you. Chris, what did Chris say? Biggest lie I told my ex was that I'm leaving school early because I didn't feel good, but I actually left with another chick. It was in high
That's a
school.
scandal.
Wow.
We got Keith clapping. That's why we don't invite him. Yeah,
That's
he got,
right.
but now he got caught. Sorry,
Wrong,
he
Chris,
read it out
wrong.
loud.
Doesn't care.
No.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm supposed to go up. Yeah, okay. Okay, Jasmine's on there. Hi, Jasmine. I see you. I'm really
Hey,
trying to do
Jasmine.
everything, guys. I'm really trying to read the board,
Practice makes perfect.
control my sister, and steal the board. So.
Dang, Thea, she threw you in there. Hey, she's muted, and we could still hear her.
Right. Right. Dear Lord. All right. That was a good game. So every week.
The lie they told their exes, I didn't have sex with her cousin.
The lie.
The cousin. Oh, no.
Damn,
no.
you guys are
We
really-
got to bring that person in for an interview.
Oh, that was Willis. Willis.
Willis?
Wow. I'm surprised.
What you talking about, Willis? I had to say it. I'm so sorry.
And Chris said he didn't get caught. Oh, my God.
Now you did, so.
Smooth criminal. Okay, Michael Jackson over there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That was fun. We're going to have a different game every show, or we might bring that one back. But obviously, you guys have a lot of truth to get off your chest, so we might have to bring that one back. Jeez Louise. Shout out to all of you guys for telling us your...
Yes, telling us your truth, trusting us to tell everybody else.
All right, so now we're going to jump into to our topic for tonight. And today's topic, I chose it for a reason because obviously the show's called Ladies Night Radio Show. And a lot of the times people have the perception that Ladies Night is just getting dressed up,
Getting
putting on your
drunk.
heels, and going out and getting drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a good example of what we're doing right now.
Yeah, we're a little bit
But-
doing that, but not a lot.
But we are
Professional.
I also want to say that Ladies Night is also very therapeutic for a lot of us. We go out, we go to somebody's house, we'll bring wine or popcorn.
Advice.
And yeah, and we'll just talk about things. We'll talk about promotion, celebrating. We would be like today. We're celebrating the launch of my new show.
Yay. Come through. Rush Lounge.
Thank you. Yes, we're going to be celebrating at Rush Lounge in Culver City. If any of you guys want to join us, so yeah, just the RSVP is under my name, Jackie. Anyway, so I wanted to bring a space for females to kind of, just have some like that. If you don't have a female squad, a strong one at least, consider us your new squad. Consider us your new
Welcome.
girls.
We
We are
love
your
you.
new ladies. We'll talk about it. There's topics that you guys want us to talk about. Send it up to us in our DMs, and we will definitely talk about it in our show. But we want to create like a positive, a positive space for women to kind of just feel good about themselves. So today's first topic, we're going to be talking about
Tell
the
'em.
alpha female. That's right.
Yay.
I don't know what sound effect. There we go. Okay, good. That's a good one.
It's time for school. It's time for them to learn. They're going to learn today.
You gonna learn today. That's right. So we're gonna kind of break it up, like how to spot an alpha female. Can there be more than one alpha female in a group of friends or at work? And also dating an alpha female.
Relationships.
Dating an alpha female. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. So I'm gonna give you guys the traits that I found. There was a few traits that I found because I didn't like any of the definitions that they had on the internet.
I feel like that sounds almost, it sounds a little bad, but like a dog, like alpha male, alpha female, like I feel like you would pull up a lot of like natural, like animalistic type things. And
Yeah.
like the way they were regarded, maybe like negative connotations, huh?
Yeah, and in a way, it kind of was. Like they definitely made the alpha male sound so like powerful and big, and
Yeah.
and the female is kind of like bossy and
Like rude and like being in the
rude.
way.
And yeah, and just like like sleeping around. That was one of the messages. Like, oh, they
Yeah.
sleep like with many
Promiscuous.
men. And I was just like, okay, that's not what an alpha female. At least I don't think so.
But they could be. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, if they want to, that's fine too. But I'm just saying, like, that's not just what an alpha female is. So 15 traits. I'm sorry, not 15, 13 traits. So I'm just gonna kind of go down the traits. So one of them is a trait is your presence is known when you enter a room. So that's a trait of an alpha female. Okay, you guys can agree?
Yes.
Okay, you agree? Okay. You live with a purpose. The alpha female lives with a purpose.
Like you know what your life is for.
You're confident in that. And you know who you are and aren't afraid to be yourself. The way you carry number 4, the way you carry yourself and present yourself to the world attracts others to you. And that could be men, you're attracting
Friendships.
friendships, women or people
Career.
they just want to be around you. Whatever it is, like you're giving some energy and like they want to be around and they want more of it.
Yeah.
Number 5, you exclude self-confidence and strength. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Number 6, you don't believe in limitations.
No limits.
Number 7, you know how to charm people. You're a charmer. Like, you know how to,
Work the room.
work the room.
Yeah.
For sure. Number 8, you are not afraid of being alone. You're very independent.
Yeah. Not lonely.
And not lonely, but you know how to, you can go to,
you.
I've gone to concerts by myself.
Or movies by yourself.
Yes, she has.
right?
I have. I'm not not ashamed of it. I love it. I love myself. I love hanging out with myself. If you don't like hanging with yourself when you're like by yourself, then how do you expect other people to be around you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta like your own energy.
Yeah. You are not afraid. Number 9. You understand the importance of balance. So if it's like work balance, like life balance, all of that. Number 10, you embrace change.
But you might hate it.
I know you're going through some change right now, but it's I've learned, especially from Keith, that like change it's gonna happen.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. So you just kind of have to have like that open mindset, like, and be ready for it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we might not like it, but
it's like a winning attitude.
Yeah, definitely. Number 11, you know how to love yourself, your friends, your lover, your partner. Number 12, you are uncontrollable. You are an uncontrollable risk taker. And number 13, you never give up. You're very persistent. Yeah. So those are some traits of an alpha female. So you kind of just want to look around. And also, so I went and did some research. So
she's laughing, so I know something's up.
I'm laughing because you guys are going to do this. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So the next time you guys go out, so these are ways that you can tell who is an alpha. So if you go out, so this is what number 1, alpha females are social conductors as well. So, okay, if they give an example, they gave to spot an alpha in a group of 3 women or more is to look at the direction of the women's feet. So if we were in a circle, if you go somewhere and you're like at a Starbucks or you're anywhere and you see more than 3 women or more, look at their feet and see where all their feet are like directing. Like where is it facing? Usually they're all facing the same person, and that kind of gives you an idea that she is the alpha female of that group, of that moment, of that space. Yeah. So that was very interesting. So I'm laughing because I know a lot of you guys are going to go and try that out. So, yeah. So that person is usually the one that leads the group and, like leads the group's tempo and stuff like that. Would you agree with that?
I would. I think I like that you said that like they're the alpha female in that space or that moment, right? Yes. Because like we could be alpha females in like different situations.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's actually, what was that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you. What were you saying?
I was just agreeing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and so, okay, that's it. Another way you can tell who the alpha is when the alpha female leaves.
Everybody leaves.
Kind of. So the group waits to see who the next alpha will be to leave the group. If there's not another alpha, the group disperse.
That's actually a good point, yeah. If you think about it when you're out with your ladies, you're just like, oh, she's leaving and she's leaving. I think I'm going to go too.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, you feel like, it's time to go.
It's time to go. So these are all ways that you can tell who the alpha is in the group. Another way you can tell is there must be at least one alpha female in the group. So the reason that they said this is like, they said people that usually would describe a group that doesn't have an alpha female, it's like the group is awkward, it's weird, it's boring almost, they said. Because she leads the tempo so much and she has that energy, that if that is missing, everybody's just kind of like twirling
flat, right?
Yeah, flat. The conversation's kind of dry.
A little bit of a party starter, kind of like maybe, or like bringing out the best in other people. Like, so I know your strengths, so let's go do something that you're good at, so we can all have fun.
And that's what they said that she does. That she kind of like includes everybody in the conversation. Another thing is alpha females are social lubrication and business mediators. So what that means is
boss bitch.
Pretty much.
Just colloquial term there.
Like they say many people aren't aware what a big role alpha females play in their lives. They bring social ease to a group. They make everyone feel inclusive. They tell jokes, start conversations, introduce people, smooth over business disagreements, and take charge. I would definitely agree with that.
There's a lot of people on the chat saying that this is a myth. They do not agree with this.
Oh, wait.
Oh, we got disagreements. Okay, so are you disagreeing that they're called alphas, or are you disagreeing? What are you disagreeing with?
Chris says that sounds like a myth. This is just what things that I researched on there. I'm not saying I agree with all of them, but these are the major things that people are saying on there. Sharika got me the thinking face. Okay, well, tell me what you guys are thinking. Don't just put the thinking face on there.
Yeah, it's like, we know you're thinking. You got a brain, so
Alex
you're doing
says the feet direction is a myth. Well, not necessarily. I understand with the feet direction. Because like right now, I'm not saying I'm the alpha leader, but I'm also the main one talking. Yeah. So everybody's facing me. So I understand what they were trying to say with that.
It's just an observation. It's not saying like every situation is like that, right? Sometimes your feet are pointing that way because you can't move your feet. So
Sharika says, I don't know about that one because I'm in a circle. Wait, then
I gotta bring the glasses.
Toe should be
Why didn't you
pouring-
bring your glasses?
I know. I have my contacts in. It's crazy. But yeah, hi Fanny. Fanny's in the group. Hi.
Fanny.
She calls all the Alpha Martinez girls.
Girl, that's some truth
I
in
agree.
there.
Yeah.
A lot of our
Martinez
family
sisters.
are
Yeah.
very bold.
We have very, very, very outspoken women,
Yes.
strong women. I agree with that. But I think we're also going to get to that if there can be more than one alpha female in a group. So we're definitely going to talk about that as well. So we're going to talk about that, Keith.
Yes,
Hey.
I mean, I think that there can be, just because a good alpha female is going to know when they have to like back down and like let their group maybe go a different direction. So just because I'm an alpha doesn't mean I want control all the time.
Well, they definitely say that especially when if you at work, if you have two alpha females, it usually causes like some type of conflict or drama.
Yeah.
Because like in men too, males want to be the alpha male, so they have that competition. So there's nothing wrong with like a healthy competition, but I think as women we need to remember that like yes, you can still be strong, but if your strength or whatever the situation, it just depends on the situation. It's okay to let the other person take the lead. So you shouldn't always just fight just to have the title. You should really think about the situation that you're in and seeing like, okay, maybe I should back down. Maybe
Yeah.
I shouldn't, like whatever the situation is.
I agree. I feel like even on the other side of that is like some women or some girls, especially like growing up, you think middle school and high school, like they are the strong, like the loudest, they're the ones that are calling all the shots, but that doesn't mean that they are necessarily an alpha. Maybe they're just rude. I'm just
True.
gonna take it there.
And I want to make it clear that an alpha female is not like the movie Mean Girls. So it does kind of like
Regina George.
Yeah, so alpha female I feel has power, and I feel like Mean Girls use the power for evil.
Yeah.
And alpha females that are boss, like they use their power for good. Alpha females want to see other like women succeed. They want to bring up their friends, their group.
Yeah.
And so as an alpha female, you're going to take control of that, and you're going to want to represent. You're going to want them to represent you, because if I'm you're associated with me now.
I want you to do good.
Yeah, and I want you to do good.
Yeah.
So if I see you slipping, I'm gonna let you know.
And as an alpha, I feel like if you already know you're an alpha, you don't have to continuously prove it. Like you either are or you are not, and you cultivate those moments and those
Yes.
situations like where everything is like good. Like you could go out and party, or you could like run a boardroom. And I think there can definitely be more alphas in a room, but I think the interesting dynamic is like, I don't know, in
So-
certain situations.
We got Michelle in the group. Hi, Michelle. She says that her mom said, yes, there can be more than one female in a group. They agree, an alpha female. And I agree with you as well. I feel that there could definitely be, like, I feel right now I have a studio filled with beautiful,
Yeah.
strong women. Shout out to all of
Yes.
you for sitting in that LA traffic and coming hanging out with us in Culver City over here at the
It's
Good
not
News
a,
Radio.
Venice is not a joke.
It's not a joke, for real. And I know that I hang out with a lot of like strong women, and a lot of them are alpha. They have alpha traits. So another thing that they talk about is the spectrum of being an alpha female. Like you're not 100% alpha or 0%. No, there is spectrum to being an alpha female. It depends on your scenario.
Or what your strengths and your gifts are.
Exactly. So some people they prefer being alpha just at work, just in that work environment, in their business.
Yeah.
And then everywhere else, like in a social setting, like if they were out going parties, they're probably going to sit back because
Yeah.
that's not where
Or
their
in
strength is.
relationships, like you may want somebody to take over the reins. Like you're tired of like calling all the shots. You just want somebody to like help you out.
Right. No, it's so true. I actually know somebody. They're a boss at work. They definitely are an alpha person. They take
Shot
control.
caller.
But in their relationship, they personally want an alpha male. They want to step back and be like the beta. Not because they want to be told what to do, but because they do it so often that they need a break from it.
Yeah.
So I feel like being an alpha female in every aspect of your life is a lot of work.
It's very tiring too. I would say like beyond work, it's like probably exhausting.
Yeah.
Not that you can't do it, but it's just like it's okay to want somebody else to take the reins.
Definitely. And I mean, I have a bunch of nieces, like 7 or 8 nieces that I can't even count anymore. And that's definitely that we kind of like teach them is to be confident, be strong, but at the same time being respectful. So
Yeah.
as women, we need to remember that the youth is watching us, the ones that are after us, and we want to make sure that we give them a good example, and showing them that you don't have to be a mean girl. And I've also met a lot of women who have told me that they prefer having male friends than female friends.
Yes.
And
I can agree to that, yes.
and
Me too.
and I understand that, but at the same time, I didn't understand that at first because I come from a lot of women. Like, I have 3 sisters. And to me, I guess...
And that didn't scare you away from female relationships?
No, because, yes, they're hard on me, but at the same time, they were the first ones that would have my back, support me, give me, like, just show me what loyalty was. Like, they would be so pissed off at me. But if I needed a ride to my softball game or something,
they were there.
They would give me a ride.
Yeah.
They're pissed off at me, but they're still loving me by doing things for me and being there for me and being
I feel
kind.
like we really get stuck in like competition and like maybe attaching like a little bit of like our insecurities to certain friendship and situations. So like a lot of girl friendships like may go sour, whether it be like in high school or even in adulthood, right?
And I say to women like that say that they prefer male friends, I would say you haven't found the right friends yet. Right. Because a lot of the ones here in this room were nodding their head. I mean, I'm looking at Madi, Turtle, Sue, Farfan. And actually, a funny story with Myra, she didn't want to be my friend at first.
Myra, she said no. She said she checked the box. No, I don't want to be your friend.
No. Hold on. Before you guys get mad at her, let me explain something real quick. You guys know me, and I give you nothing but love. You fight me, I'm gonna love you even more. And so when I first met her, we met through a guy friend, and they were going to lunch, and the guy friend invited me to go lunch with them, and I said, yeah, let's go. Mm-hmm. And she didn't really talk to me. She was like
trying to give you the cold shoulder,
standoffish. But I was like, I'm gonna win this girl over. And this was back in 2005.
Trying to date her.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're 4. You're back on. Okay, I'm gonna give Myra a voice because you're on. Because okay. I don't want people to think that you're being like. It's the reason that she wasn't trying to be my friend was nothing against me. It was all about her.
Like hesitance.
And all the things that she went through. So she, throughout her life, was mistreated by other girls in school, in middle school. And I didn't know this, obviously, but I still continued to be a person that, like, she's going to like me. She's going to love me. She's going to be my friend.
Now you're stuck with me.
Now I'm stuck. And I can't get rid of her.
You can't get rid of her.
She tries
You want to talk about your perspective on our first meeting? Because you were the one that told me that you were not trying to be my friend at first.
I just wasn't. We were going to lunch.
Yes.
And you came. You joined the group.
Yes.
I had no clue that you were coming.
Surprise.
Yeah. What a pleasant surprise.
Right?
But, I mean, I'm always like this. As I've gotten older, I've gotten better, but I think I'm a lot better now. But I wasn't so open to new relationships or new friendships. And we met when I was like 19, 20.
Yeah. You weren't 21 yet because I was started buying your drinks.
Used to buy me drinks all the time.
She took you to your first club.
She did take me to my
first club. I took her to her first club, her first strip club,
first legal drink.
Her first legal drink, all of that. You're welcome.
Thank you. I love you. Yeah, so basically that was it. I just was very hesitant. I wasn't open to kind of bringing you in.
Because of what you went through.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust a lot of people. And
right.
That's sort of how I am. But
you're very guarded, so you were hesitant to allow me in because you're
very reserved
because your experience with other females wasn't positive. Mm-hmm. So when as a female, when I came into your life, you were very hesitant to let me in. So I didn't want to say she didn't want to be my friend. I just wanted to say like she was very hesitant to allow me in.
That's funny. That was a first it's a memorable experience when we had our first encounter, and now we're like.
Yeah, I can't get rid of you.
We're like family.
I love you.
I love you too.
But I just feel like she's like,
we got Cardi B in the building, y'all.
She mastered the sounds.
She sure did. She's a great hype girl too, especially when you're taking pictures. She's like, yes, girl.
Get you lighting. That's what you need. You need friends that are gonna take good pictures of you. I just want to do a little segue. I know we're still on friendships, but just like talking about alpha females and like being like a strong female, but in a relationship, like what does that like look like? Like what are people, like what are we doing to like be a strong woman, but also be in a supportive, like symbiotic relationship where you are learning from someone else and like trying to grow yourself?
Yes. So I also want to talk about like how to I guess it's for people that want to date an alpha female. Because there are definitely pros in dating an alpha female. And I kind of obviously did my research on that too. Because one thing that pushes men away from alpha females is that they feel they're going to be emasculated on their, I guess, their success or whatever. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but a lot of men think like this, that the success of a woman is going to like, it goes back to that saying that she wears the pants, which is obviously ridiculous.
It's just like, it has such a negative connotation though, too. Like, I don't know, because like, if she wears the pants and you kind of look down on the guy, but you can date like a strong like man or a strong partner and still be like an alpha female.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's always like space for two people to be very successful, driven, in one relationship. So, I mean, have you ever dealt with somebody like that was just intimidated by your strengths, your personality? Because we're a lot, you know what I'm saying? We're a lot to take in. We are
a lot. I think, yes, in the sense that they were shocked that, like, I wasn't, like, needy or I wasn't, like, somebody that was always needing them around or, like, their text messages. So I've had people really doubt the way that I feel for them because I wasn't always, like, on them. And they like were shocked that I had my own life. Like, oh, you have work? Like, why aren't you texting me? Like, oh, you have, you got to go work out. Why aren't you texting me? So I think those are kind of like, you see their insecurities in that time period where it's like they can't even handle somebody who has their own life.
Right. I want to go to the chat box real quick. It's popping over there. We got Bertha. Hi, Bertha. Bertha says, alpha females live for women's empowerment. I agree.
Yes.
Alex says, alpha equals positivity. You should lift people up. I also agree. Kathy, I think that society, shout out to Kathy, I think that society puts alpha females against each other, which is true. Okay, real quick, I'm going to stop in that real quick because there's more comments. Perfect example, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Yes, the tea.
They could easily, their teams could easily talk to them, put them in a room, and really deal with the situation because a lot of it's insecurities.
Yeah.
But what is happening is they're falling under what the social media, or
just like the hype,
the hype of it.
Yeah, they're almost like, I feel like being exploited. Like I wouldn't say I would pick a side, but it's like everybody is feeding off of this like girl on girl like anger because you don't really see that going back and forth like beef with like too many male rappers that last that long. I mean, there are a few beefs, but they squash. This one is like so salacious. Like everybody wants to know about Cardi B and Nicki.
Right, and I feel like there is room for both of them, but the media is obviously it's doing exactly that. It's making them fight against each other, and they're both alpha females. You can tell right away, and that it's unfortunate that the media, we all get kicks out of them fighting. Everybody wants to see a girl fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Girl fight. You would see, and everybody runs, gets the camera.
Almost like tear each other down, like so other people have an excuse also to tear them down. Cause it's like, oh, it's popular to say this about Nicki, or it's popular to say that about Cardi, and it may not be the case. It could just be like miscommunication or whatever.
Yeah. So back to the chat box. I see you guys are still going. Latanza. Oh, shout out Latanza. Yes. When strong women unite. That's right, girl. Bertha goes, yes, I have to be the alpha female working in the construction industry. But in other setting, I don't think I'm the alpha female of my friends group. So the fact that you recognize where your strengths are, that says a lot. That already shows me that you are an alpha female.
You're strong.
Right? Get it, girl. That's right. That's right. Chris, give me an alpha female any day of the week.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, Chris, I got a room full of alpha females in here. You should have pulled up to the studio.
But you have a lot to offer.
He does.
No, he cleared it up. Him and his sweetheart are both in the alpha position.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Me and my sweetheart are both in the alpha positions, and we complement each other well with it. Oh, Chris, get yourself. All right, so Kathy, yes. Why can't we love both Cardi B and Nicki? They are both successful. Let's celebrate that.
Yeah.
That's right. And then the good news, I didn't put that. Not Chris can't handle it. Is that what you said? That's Keith, y'all. Just letting you know.
He's hating on people.
That
just
is
know.
Not me. I did not put that. When did you put that? Stop it. Oh, my God. Anyways, so, I mean, I think it takes an alpha male or a strong man to be able to date an alpha female because you're definitely going to get a lot with this alpha female. Just let you know.
You should want to, like, cultivate that. You should want a strong woman. I feel like if you don't want a strong woman, then I don't know. It says a lot about you.
Right. Sense, right. All right. So now we're going to wrap that up because we can keep talking about it, I know. And we're going to go ahead and go into the next segment, which is Mari's Spanish word of the day.
Spanish word of the day. Palabra en español.
Let me give you a round of applause or sound effects. Hold on.
Give me some sound effects. Thank you to all the people that supported me. All right. So, starting this new segment, we're giving all our listeners like a little free trial, Rosetta Stone here for Spanish. If you want to pick that up in the beautiful city of LA, Spanish is necessary. So our Spanish word of the day is chingona. So just to go with our theme of alpha females.
Can you spell that for me?
Yes, for our listeners out there, get your pencils and papers, please. Chingona is spelled CHINGONA. Chingona. So the male version of that would be chingon, but it's actually the Spanish word, chingona, is a Spanish word for badass. So chingona is like the female badass. And at first, I would say that in our culture, chingar is kind of a curse word. It's like a bad word. It kind of means like you're annoying. But chingona is actually, because it's a badass, it's a positive thing. So, I don't know. For me, I've never really been like too caring if it was a bad word or not. So for those of you who don't know how to use it, you could, compliment somebody with it. If she has her own job, has her own car, you might say like, oh, she is a chingona. Or maybe even tell someone in Spanish, español, eres una chingona. And I think the most important thing about that word is just because it's so empowering, and real chingonas out there are going to know that they need to empower other women. You know your strengths, you celebrate them. It's not about not caring what people think. It's just not caring about their opinions. So live your best life, and use that hashtag. Follow me on @Mari on the mic on IG. Hashtag all my pictures because I love that word. And we'll see you all here next week for the next Spanish word of the day.
We're not leaving yet because I have to give my.
That's right. Don't leave.
Don't leave yet.
Don't leave us.
But we are wrapping it up soon because I wanted to make sure I was only here for an hour. That's a goal that Keith actually taught me. He's like, if you say a certain time, stick with that. So I'm trying to stick with that.
I'm trying to lie to you guys. Trust issues.
But shout out to Mari for the Spanish word of the day. She's going to bring you a word every show just so you guys can start learning Spanish. And it's always good to know more than one language. I think the United States is like one of the only countries that doesn't know more than like 2 languages. Like other countries you go to, they know like 4 or 5 languages. Like we're behind, y'all.
We got to get with it.
We're behind.
So we're going to help you guys out. Don't worry.
I know a little bit of Portuguese too. Obrigado.
Oh, wow.
And chisora.
Is that from the Spanish dance songs though? That's from the music.
Those are the 2 words I learned in Brazil. One means thank you. The other one means scissors. I don't know.
Oh wow, scissors. Why do we?
I don't know.
We got another segment for that, y'all.
I know. I got stories about Brazil, but that's another show. So I wanted to also end and include either an affirmation or a quote. And of course, I'm going to do my first quote on my first episode with one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite authors, and that's Maya Angelou. And I love this quote. I think my sisters know for sure. And it goes, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. That is like my favorite.
Yes, we all know that one by heart.
And one of the main reasons I love it too is because it describes me as a person, because I have my friends know I have the worst memory.
Yes.
So I might forget what you told me or what happened.
Up late.
But I know that you made me mad last time. Okay, y'all, damn. Yes, everybody knows. Keith knows.
We make mistakes.
And so I definitely want to make sure that we take that into consideration and just treating people with kindness, kind of like Ellen's mantra too: be kind to one another. And that's definitely what we're gonna promote here on the show, is to be kind and just. It's already hard being a woman and a woman of color in this world. So just make sure that you take that into consideration and
put out that energy that you want back.
Exactly. Whatever energy you put into the universe, just reminder you're going to get that right back. And did you have any other closing remarks that you want to say before we leave?
No, just thank you for tuning in, and just remember that quote and just be you and
tell them about intent. Tuesday.
Oh, on Tuesday, y'all, if you haven't already, I know you're registered to vote. I'm not even going to say you're not. Please go vote November 6th. That's a Tuesday. Legally, you get 2 hours off of work, so I don't want to hear no excuses that you had work. You are allowed to go. # just ditch.
We're not promoting that.
Sorry. Oh, I got coworkers in the building. Sorry.
You got coworkers in the building. We don't want to promote that.
Never mind, y'all. Ask for permission, but go.
That's hilarious. But I just also want to, again, remember this very moment. It's been a dream of mine to have my own radio show. And yay!
Real applause, sound effects, all of that.
That's right. And I'm living my dream, and it's just so amazing. This feeling that I have right now, I'm living one of my dreams. I'm so happy, and I'm happy that I'm sharing it with a lot of my close friends and girlfriends, and my sister Anna. I know she's listening, but she couldn't be here because she's in Oakland. Shout out to the Bay Area.
Hey.
She might be moving out there, y'all, but it's okay.
Now we got negative. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Now we have somewhere to stay when we go visit San Francisco.
Oh, that's true. Yes, big house.
Always look at the bright stateside, y'all. No, but I really, really appreciate all of you for being here for in this space and all the listeners. I should get up the chat real quick. Oh my God, there's 17 messages I missed. I don't know if I can read them.
We
all.
love you. Please leave us positive messages.
Oh, Keith, Chris wants to know what you mean. That's.
He wants to fight. He's trying to meet you outside.
He said, "Meet me outside." How about that?
How about that?
Hey, shout out to Sassy. She said, "Girl power." Keith, you're hilarious on here. What else? Shout out to Sandra who's listening. Shout out to everybody who's in this space right now. I love you guys. Thank you for sharing this moment with me and for supporting me. I've been getting endless of phone calls and text messages and just sending me so much love. And I really, really do appreciate all of you for listening. Don't forget, we're going to be on here now every Friday at 7:30. So tune in. Please support us. Support your girls. We love you guys so, so much. Thank you.
Shout out to your sister who's here.
Shout out to my sister.
She wanted her own shout out, though. There'd be 10 people in here. 10 people in the room, and you want your own shout out.
Shout out.
She wants to sing a song on the next show. We already know.
Shout out to everybody in this space right now. We're going to take a group picture, and you're going to see everybody that was here on my... And shout out to my sister Maria. I love you. She used to drag me up and down the house by my hair. Tell them the truth.
We remember.
Well, we remember.
Yeah, she was empowering her, apparently.
Apparently.
That hair pulling and chanclazo was empowering.
Man. Oh, that was
no comment on
that was motivation for sure. Yeah, Turtle used to be scared of you, just FYI. She's still scared of you.
She jumped when you got loud.
She flinches every time you put your hand up. Don't be scaring my friends.
Keep your hand down.
Peace.
So thank you for being here. Sue, I know everybody loves Sue. Sue's
She does not have a mic.
Oh,
How do we still hear her?
I don't know. She's so loud, y'all. I'm sorry. So I'm going to end the show, too, with one of my favorite songs. But before I put that on, I just want to say thank you for being here and spending your Friday night with us. We appreciate you. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax. This is Mari on the mic.
Mari on the mic.
This is the Ladies
Proud of you guys.
Thank you, Turtle. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. And just remember one thing, ladies. You are enough.
Yes.
Woo!
Hey.
Hey, it's a wrap. Love
We
y'all.
did it. Si se puede.
Yes, Jackie.